Hey, loving this theme you've got for Boss A. Thriving, aggressive, climactic, tense, hitting all the marks. I'm just wondering if we're committed on that name. Are we sure? Are we sure that's something we want to invoke here? Alright, you're the boss. You're the boss. Who am I? Who am I to question the vision of visitor Boss A Apartheid, composer Yasuhisa Watanabe? Hello. Hi. Happy Sunday. How are you? 2021? Ah, that's so many ones. Thank you so much for the continued support, Anthony. Hello. And hello, Greenload. Welcome in. I can do it if I try Gar. I'm gonna try Gar really try hard. Okay, everybody? I'll get into it after I yap for a bit, but I'm not starting from zero on this one. I have some familiarity with this game, but we'll talk about that in a bit when I'm ready to, you know, once I've kind of discussed how everybody is. It's Sunday, yay! How's your weekend been? Mine's been okay, relatively uneventful. I did get a kick out of Holly's jam stream last night, and I did get a smile on my face when everyone heard my songs and reacted positively. I basically had my hands in my face the whole time, just being like, oh, you know that mood you get in. And then everybody else made a lot of cool stuff too. Zeno made a cool game about a mole that, spoilers, kisses a witch. There was a cool game about an alien queen. There was jam, literal like jam, the condiment on toast jam. I couldn't stay up for the whole of it due to time zone, of course. But I very much look forward to catching the rest of the VOD that I missed as a salve during trying work days to come. Beyond that, I've got Yoda sleeping, his paws sticking out. I can see his little hand beans, his paw beans sticking out. Rare sight. Appreciating it. Silk Song has got its teeth in me quite badly. I got sent to the slab, and I thought that was pretty cool. I'm wandering around and finding nooks and crannies and completing a lot of wishes. And fighting bosses and going, wow, that boss is hard, and then keeping at it, and then actually the boss is easy. Silk Song, pretty fucking good, you guys. Has anybody heard of this teeny tiny little game called Hollow Knight Silk Song? There's this bug. I'm keeping up with the Doom. Keeping up the Doom. I see. While the looming shadow of Path of Exile 2 League approaches. I see. Good thing to occupy oneself with. Any particular flavor of Doom today? Are we playing a particular level set? A particular WAD pack? Three's a crowd. I don't know this one at all. But 3 is a crowd. This is what they say. This is what they do be telling me. Oh, storytelling in Doom engines, let's go. You know, I've never seen that myhouse.wad business. that be content? Would that be something everybody comes and says, "Wow, streamer reacts to my house"? I have heard that it assumes some knowing of Doom, and I do, you know, I'm not like a Doom scholar or anything, but I do have a surface level understanding of some of Doom. Three different characters going through very different and very fun gimmicky maps. Ahaha, ahaha. Sort of a Lost Vikings sort of situation, you could say. Oh, Star Fox 2 going off. As it often does, because Star Fox 2 is awesome. Oh, the other thing I did was, I don't know why I did this. I know why I did this. I'm not going to try to absolve myself of this responsibility. I downloaded a big set of ZX Spectrum ROMs. And then I realized I don't know how to make ZX Spectrum ROMs work. But then I did find an emulator called Spectral, which makes the whole process a lot more streamlined. It like auto loads everything and stuff. There's still some, you know, there's still some times where it's like, oh, I don't know what the buttons do here, or whatever. I don't know how I would map my joystick, for example, in this emulator. That's one thing I'm struggling with. Beyond that, it's surprisingly intuitive. I keep having it in my head. I would love to explore a microcomputer's library, and the ZX Spectrum, something about those limited colors is tantalizing to me, you know? I love seeing what folks get away with under those limitations, but the classic microcomputer problem is every game has its own unique little funky stuff sometimes. Maybe this is for the 16K, maybe this is for the 48K, maybe this is for the this or that or the other. Maybe I got a bad dump of some of these games. I don't know. It would be awesome if I could rig up some kind of I'm feeling lucky, just give me something, just give me a random game in the library sort of situation. Because I would love to just see some bullshit on the ZX Spectrum. Just show me some bullshit, you know? And could be a potential fun stream idea, of course. If I grow used to it. If I adjust. Rygar today, everybody. Let's talk about Rygar. Rygar is a game that I purchased, actually. I purchased a loose copy of this, and that kind of kicked off my recent reinvigorated interest in my old retro game collection, which for the past like 5 or 6 years has just been kind of collecting dust. I actually had I hooked up my NES and I played this shit, and I said, wow, this kind of kicks ass. I was having so much fun that I even drew my own map for it. But I did hit a point where I was getting walled at a certain point and fell way off. Hello, Zeno. Happy Sunday. I am just talking about Rygar and my experience. Thank you for enjoying my jams. I was saying just moments ago how pleased I was with everyone's reaction to my silly little songs. I'm glad that Holly laughed at the song that was named Bastard in the edutainment game. I'm glad people noticed the 3 font in the calt cover. I was quite chuffed. And I very much enjoyed seeing a playthrough of your delightful mole game. Which put a smile on my face and made love win. I think Minette is cute. That's what I think. Great spriting, great writing, great dithered photography. I love to see it. I love to see the work of art, the creation. It's all so good. Hello, Frog-type Gaming. Hello, gaming. Merry games, miss. The Habs were playing tonight. How badly did they die? I gotta see this. Oh, Canadians game. I won in overtime. Yeah, could be worse. Makes sense that Carolina would bounce back from game 1 like this. I talked a big game about following all these sporting events, but anytime a hockey game is on, I'm always like, I'd rather be playing Hollow Knight Silksong, or I'd rather be, sometimes what I'll do is I'll go to monitor mode and have a sports game on muted, and then a stream on as well that I'm actually listening to and participating in. Still, I must say, go Habs go. Go Victoire go. Victoire won the big stuff. Go F1 go. Happy F1 weekend. Sorry about the rain. Yeah. Sport. What was I talking about? I was talking about Rygar. Rygar, this is a game I bought in real life. Loose copy of. I was having a fun time trying to crack it open, but eventually I fell off. So today this is kind of I'm hoping to beat it. I'm hoping to have some not unfinished business, I think what I have to do, though, I want to talk about the manual first. I want to share the manual, and I want to share something else as well. Some hockey players would rather be playing Hollow Knight. Hockey Night? Hollow Knight in Canada? Something to think about. Okay, I'm going to do something dangerous and share the whole monitor. Like this. It's Rygar. This manual is awesome. Everybody should think about this manual all the time, because I certainly do. Although this isn't the most high-quality scan in the world, I think for our purposes, it's fine. It's him. It's Rygar. These are the instructions for the NES game. Table of contents, tag yourself. I know many of y'all are gonna tag yourselves as number 9. I myself am feeling like the potential capacities of Rygar. And I'm certainly not against, first of all, go to meet the legendary. So Rygar, it's a side-scroller. You think it's going to be a bonk guys on the head forever game, but it's actually an explore 'em up, a search action, an early non-linear-ish game. Yeah, it's easy to remember with this handy mnemonic. Animalized men wriggling eerily. I like that we get maps first. Argul, the start, Sweru Mountain, Grand Mountain, Galaz, Rolsa, Iruga, Primeval Mountain to Den of Sagila, to Gate of Garlaws. Oh no, Gate of Garlaws isn't actually connected to anything. Then there's also Ragua Sando and Lapis. Just a lot of good words here. And then a more detailed map of Grand Mountain, the Tower of Garba, to Garlos, and then Garlos is the top-down zone, where many objects exist. I wanted to compare this to my own map of the game that I was making when I was playing it in real life. This was my map of Rygar that I was making when I was trying to make it roughly similar. I didn't get all the names quite right. I could identify Grand Mountain because there were many NPCs saying, it's Grand Mountain. Remember to climb Grand Mountain, everybody. Castle 5X. I don't really remember what that means. I think my goal is to get to Castle, but I have to collect 5X of something first. I was able to find the pulley by beating what is supposed to be a doodle of a snail guy. I was able to take the pulley to go to what I call the Eggbird Valley, but must in fact be Primeval Mountain. To Worm's Cave, aka the Den of Sagila, where I fight a spider and get a crossbow. Crossbow lets us get from Grand Mountain to the tower. However, the tower has another snail guy who I really struggled with. This was my big wall. This fight was my big thing that I struggled with. And then also, there's some Eggbird skies we can reach, where there's Floaty, and I also didn't know where Floaty was. Also in Big Top-Down Cave, Garlaws, of course, I found Grappling Hook from one of the men. This is supposed to be one of the men. He looks like he's wearing Karibo's shoe a bit. But, you know, it's fun to draw a map of a game that you don't know a lot about. But, you know, I got this far and I ended up kind of falling off, unplugging the NES, plugging the Mega Drive in, the Genesis in, and I was just like, you know what? Yeah, the River Devil is kind of occupying Craggy, isn't he? I guess you might say. Yeah, it's fun to make a map for a game. Boot up a game you don't know and try to draw a map for it. That's my recommendation for you. That said, I did hit a wall. I would like to... Today we're trying to do some unfinished business and wrapping up this game. I don't know if we actually will. It's been like months since I played it, so I will definitely... Part of why I want to boot up the menu is to compare this map with the map in the menu, and then another reason was I want to remind myself how the game actually works, of course. And the story. Of course. Once, there was a holy place called Argul, which was founded by 5 legendary Endora gods. One day, suddenly, the blackest tragedy happened. The prosperous holy place Argul was attacked by the troops of the cruel king called Lygar. The sky of the holy place was completely covered with the flying castle of Lygar and his army of dangerous beasts. These animalized soldiers came down from the sky and committed the most atrocious cruelties. In a single day, they established the kingdom of evil. In addition, Lygar took away the door to peace, symbolizing the peace that had been created by Endora. The hope for peace disappeared with the loss of the door to peace, and the people of Argul ceased to smile and could only pray for salvation. They prayed an ancient passage to counter the fulfilled prophecy of Lygar's evil reign of terror. The legend says, when the peaceful land is covered with evil spirits, a brave soldier will be brought to life from the dead for the purpose of saving that persecuted people. The people of Argul's painful prayers were so loud that it reverberated through the mountains and traveled a long distance in the land of Algosu. And at last, Rygar, the hero, came back from the dead in order to restore peace to the land of Argul, battling the forces of evil everywhere. Join forces with Rygar. I love these little Rygars that we get. He's walking, he's crouching. Rygar runs left, runs right. Rygar crouches down. Rygar climbs up. There's something about the phrasing in this menu that I just find absolutely tantalizing. Something about the way this manual is written. I mean, even the fact that it starts with maps and before moving on to the story and controls. The Hollower coming soon. True. He can jump, he can attack. He can attack in many positions. He can run left or right. He can run in 4 directions and can jump in 8 directions. This made me feel insane. Why can he run in 4 directions, but jump in 8? Why is he not allowed to move diagonally, but he can jump diagonally? The weapon used frequently by Rygar is called a Disc Master. He can climb rope. The mastery of the above-mentioned operations will allow the player to advance to the difficult stages, rounds, levels of the game, and achieve an increased level of game satisfaction. Yes, this is the real thing. That's tough. The text is not ideal, unfortunately. Physical strength meter, potential power of Rygar, items available all the time, lasting power of Rygar, items to be selected. The physical strength of Rygar, that's his health, basically. And it increases as you defeat enemies. Lasting power of Rygar. Rygar is powered up in terms of tone, striking power, and lasting power, durability. Hotel Dusk Music has this effect on everybody, I think. First of all, seek wisdom from the legendary god. Listen to him as he will teach you lots of things. Get a grappling hook weapon from the legendary god. It looks like Rygar's getting ready to climb up cliffs now. Door of a legendary. Why are they... Like, this is like, okay, they ran out of space. Why did it happen twice? Door of a legendary. There are many legendaries. I guess that's their name. They're legendary. They're like Pokemon. Isolating themselves from society for ascetic practices. Ascetic practices. These hermits will help Rygar to be refreshed. Unless Rygar has a coat of arms only to given only to brave warriors, he is not allowed to get the medicine. Indora God. In Argul, 5 fighting gods called Indora are imprisoned. Make every effort to find them. You can make Rygar more powerful by receiving the 5 sacred treasures from them. Hint! Near the waist of Rygar! Hello! Hello, Jay. How are you? We are looking at Rygar's manual. Check out this map I drew when I was playing Rygar. Check out, I was saying earlier, I played Rygar, found a copy of Rygar, and I was playing it and drawing this map and trying to figure it out. And then I eventually hit a wall, but I still am fond of this map that I made. And today we're gonna try to, of course, you're fresh. No, I understood. Apologies. Yeah, many of my most charming little doodles are here for the observant. But it's been months since I played Rygar, so I'm refreshing myself and enjoying the manual, which has awesome sentences like, hint, near the waist of Rygar. Crossbow, coat of arms. Coat of arms qualifies me to receive medicine for physical strength recovery. Indora suit of armor and flute of Pegasus. It is said that the sound will work miracles. In some cases, he is given a capsule for an increase in spiritual strength if he kills a monster. The art is awesome. The little doodles, like this little rygar stomping on a guy and the guy being like ah is awesome. These little rygars running around. But the real star of the show is, of course, the animalized men wriggling eerily. Tag yourselves. Malgolin, Kinatarnos, Rolper, Epulkon, Death Pygor, Fragokelis, King. Oh, this guy's cute. I love Demoro Bruiser, a heavily equipped tank. Super Robot Bargan. Kuzilar. It is said that there's a mysterious tower in the back region of the Grand Mountain. If Rygar is defeated by an enemy or his energy gets too low, he will die. But don't be discouraged. By pressing the start button, you can bring Rygar back to life again and restart the game from the last point you left off. Press start button, which allows the game to continue. So that's one thing that makes this game a lot more believably beatable to me. We got continues. We got infinite continue. The sun is setting and Rygar is depending on your help to restore the peace again. Good luck. Other Tecmo titles. Rygar, Mighty Bomb Jack, Solomon's Key, Star Force. Coming soon? More? And we got a warranty and compliance with FCC regulations, so don't even worry about any of that. Alright. Thank you for indulging me as I read the manual. Demo Bruiser was a pretty good opening act for Trivium. Yeah, many awesome band name potentials in there. In that animalized men wriggling eerily page. So yeah, here we are. It's Rygar. It's simply Rygar. Game seems a little quiet, in fact. Perhaps I will turn it up a touch. That fucked up. Yeah, that sounds a bit better. So this is our, what is it called? Our Disc Master. You can use this to attack foes. Yeah, animalized men wriggling eerily. There's certainly there's some obscure Midwest emo guys out there who have made an EP called Animalized Men Wriggling Eerily. But yeah, we're Rygan. We're Rygarin all the way. I don't have shit of shit. Right. Power up costs 3, attack and assail, which is like a screen clear, costs 5. Recover costs 7 of those little mind pips you see there. I just love seeing. You can tell we are in the era where. Excuse me, sipping my coffee. You can tell we're in the era where games are still being figured out because they call attack tone and defense last. Last as in lasting power. We are on the bleeding edge. So, like, theoretically, we could just sit here and grind enemies forever. And get our health up way, way up. Could be cool. I do have my copy of Contra Hardcore plugged in. That's been my main game on the Genesis at the moment. Did you know that game is fucking difficult? In the Grand Mountain lies the entrance to Garlaws. So true. Oh, I've forgotten. I've forgotten all of the animal men's names forever. This guy's awesome. This is the wriggliest one we've encountered yet. Now, what is the layout of this funny place? Hi. When you get to Garlaws, first go west, then go north. Sounds good. The 80s and disc weapon. You know... So... It's kinda... Like, in the art, Rygar's shirtless. But it doesn't really necessarily read that way. It kinda reads more like he's got armor on, a bit. At least to me. But this is very much in the vein of many barbarian type media of the 80s. You've got one buff dude, he's gonna use his fantasy stylings to slay all the beasts. We're following his advice, we're going first west then north. I forget if this is actually going to be good. Yeah, and I think it might have been like a frisbee moment. Oh, the grappling weapon. It'll help me complete my quest. Yay! It is cool. It is cool as hell. Now, the grappling weapon is not to be confused with, like, I have multiple possible grappling weapons, I think. There's, like, a pulley as well that I need. What did we just clock? What hast thou clocked? Yeah, it does. I mean, that's kind of the thing about this game, is it feels like this is 87, right? And it's relatively non-linear, and it lets you kind of wander around. Hi. Meet the 5 war gods in Dora to acquire special powers. That's true. Wriggling does make me feel good. Especially when I'm an animalized man. Animalized... Animalize, animalize. Doodly 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 doo. Do. I think the pulley will let us cross these things. But the grappling hook will allow us to do stuff in Side-Scroller's world. It'll allow us to do some climbing. Which, I'm guessing that's probably our next move. I wonder if there's a position where I can, like, clear these gaps. I'm not going to try, because I do remember that falling into the gaps is a death instantaneous. I also like that there's, like, there's a pulley point here, but you can also just walk around a big rock. Ooh, and a door. Yeah. Got my ass.
A loose stone?
But we press start at the title screen and we're just right back where we were. We lose our mind. We lose mind points we had saved up. But I think our tone and our last and our health stays all the same. So, you know, shockingly forward-thinking. Like, that's kind of the charm of this game and the allure, is how it feels like it's held together. It feels like there's, like, a certain... It has that NES jank to it, where it's, like, feels like it could fall apart at any minute, but it's also trying all this stuff, you know? These aren't new or unique observations about Rygar, I'm sure. Much has been said about this guy. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Don't I have some kind of... What do I got this grappling hook for, if not... Can I... I guess I can't. Ah, well. Good sound of game over. Just a real mess. Just a real discordant nightmare. These guys have a bit of cuteness. Does anybody else agree? I have not much interest in... I mean, I guess it ultimately depends on which versions exactly you're talking about, because I know that there's an arcade version, and the arcade version is much more... You know... It's a bit more mid, I suppose. Above here in the skies of Rolsa is a floating castle. The music track does dip into lullaby mode, you are right. It goes da 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 da, which is like, go to sleep, go to sleep. From here you can't go on without the grappling weapon. Well, good news. Yeah, and I also know that there's like a weird PS2 character action revival sort of situation. That is also very strange in and of itself, but for very different reasons. I'm not all that interested in all that. My goal is to wrap up my business with Rygar or NES. Yep. So the thing, yeah, that's what 5X Castle means. I must meet 5 Indoras to reach the castle. Kid Cool for the NES. Fuck. Ah well, not a big deal. Is that a Vic Tokai joint? Because I've seen that come up in, I don't know if Kid Cool is quite, you know, Kusoge tier. Look at that, we've got 4 Pipso health. Sonic on crack. PS2 remake got remade for the Wii. That I did not know. It's alright, I ain't worried. Okay, so we can come back here and climb up for Castle. Yeah, I remember watching... Like, this was ages ago, but I think I was watching someone... Maybe it was Author Blues, and maybe it was someone else, but someone who speedruns, you know, odder NES games, stranger NES games, and seeing the momentum, how the momentum works on Kid Cool was just like, this has got to be frustrating to speedrun. Just the PS2 game on the Wii with bad motion controls. Yeah, that sounds about right. These MFers don't know I have the grappling weapon. And we can use the grappling weapon to climb down. Isn't that awesome? Except we can't actually fall off. We can't actually fall off. No way to... There's no way to fall. Select is pause. It doesn't stop the music. Ah. Yay! I love collecting a bottle of health. Ba 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 ba. Beep boop boo, beep boop boop beep beep boo. Ah! Beep. Okay, we are actually on the right path. This is where we go to find our first foe. Our first of the 5 and animalized men wriggling eerily here in Trees World. Don't you feel so inspired? By Rygar and his plight? have sworn there was like a guy in the trees that would heal you for freeze. Alright, this MFer. Okay, I remember a trick for dealing with this guy. Ah, the classic. Get him at the edge of the screen and despawn him. Is it you? Will you help me? A monster, Aruga, lives deep within this forest. Better kill him. Gotta despawn. Look now, hello! Happy Sunday to you. Hope you are taking it easy. We are playing Rygar. We are beset by animal men wriggling eerily. Doing our best to navigate this crazy world where nobody is smiling. Okay, right, there's a guy over here who will punk me. Oh, no, never mind. This guy's awesome. You gotta admit this guy's really cool. I love the no music and just the sound of him, of the beast roaring. Insane energy. He does a lot of damage to me, though. And then I do also remember that it's true that, that happens. It seems like you should be able to, like, jump out off of these trees, but you can just fall. There's some jank to this game, I'll admit. Hello, website Eve. There are awesome animals in it, but the awesome animals are capital E, capital V, capital I, capital L, evil. The Rygar has to defeat all of them so that the people of Argul can smile again. Nobody smiles anymore. Nobody eats or drinks anymore, Homer. This is the Rygar experience, folks. This thing is smiling. But what if I told you it was smiling for the reason of evil? Ow. We're whipping, we're grappling, we're nappling. Hello, Omnicore. Welcome in to the world of Rygar, of Argul, a holy land tainted by monsters that smile. Mustn't forget Disc.
If those blocks were not there, you could get through.
I suppose you have a point, Omo-chow. Hi, Zero Elec. Welcome in. Happy Rygar. Happy Sunday. He's literally just having fun and shooting 3 extremely vertical bullets at us. And I gotta ruin the fun. Fuck. Right, if I crouch and attack on a platform that can be grappled from, he'll grapple instead of anything. What I want is for him to go as far to the left as he can. And I can go wild. Oh, thank you for listening to my jam songs website, Eve. I'm glad that they were well liked. Feel free to seek those out on Holly Heck Maybe's jam page. Oh. Yeah, this can kill enough of Weezer to guarantee no more Weezer. Ouch! I'll post a link to those somewhere. I made 90 seconds of music for Holly Heck Maybe's Make Anything Jam. She played it on her stream last night, and everybody seemed to like it, and it made me smile because I was nervous. I was very sick this week, and I said, oh, if only I could make these songs longer and better, but people still liked them. Yeah, I was doing that the whole time. I was hitting the blusheroo. Ooh, a new tracker. We do fuck with trackers around these parts. This might be a situation where I step out and do a light amount of grinding to get to be able to take more than 2 hits, you know? I was hitting the blusheroo. I'll freely admit it. Oh, I am one-shotting these guys, so progress is happening. Where'd they go? Here, a studio. Very mysterious sounding. Here in the studio. Death Note joke. I haven't watched Death Note in long enough to make any further joke than that. Make a joke your own self. What am I, a streamer or something? Yay. Finally, Bar's disgusting enough to reveal Kira's true identity. Come on back, fellas. L reading genius annotations. Something just funny about thinking about that boy perched in the white studio void. Ooh, 7 mind items. Okay, that will allow us to recover. Okay. Let's see how we fare now. Now that our health is full and our shit is slightly stronger. Let's go ahead and get him all the way over here. The real Pokemon cry he's making. It would be cool if I could trick him into just... Huh? He left? Okay. Okay. Pretty funny. I wasn't expecting that move. Okay, so we want him to go left, but not so far to the left that he exits the door, which he can use. That's awesome. Game is so cool. I should note that our jump height is fixed. And that still takes off quite a bit of health. Oh, we can bounce off him. That's nice. Yeah! Oh, he's still roaring. That's scary. I'm Indora. I'll give you a pulley you must use to cross. Yay! There's nothing else up here, is there? No. And they even send us back to... like, back to before all this. Isn't that shockingly generous of them? Okay. We've been live for an hour. We've got a grappling hook and a pulley. We're on our way. We're making it happen. Let's take a little break before we tire ourselves out. Get up and stretch, hydrate. You know the drill. You know how to handle yourself in a break time. I will see you when we are back from our melon bread moment. Back to gaming we go, gamers. Now, the game does still feel a bit quiet, doesn't it? How's this? That's a bit better. Okay, what the heck? Where were we? We just got pulley. We can pulley. Hold on, I want to see if there's anything else on this screen. Here's the famous rock where we came from, on the left there. Oh, nothing down here. Alright. Well, now I know. I'm so strong, I'm killing these guys in one swipe of my legendary disc. How awesome is that? Hello. What's in here? Oh, I take a rest to regain my strength. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Bald. Thank you, the legendary. As to the right, there's these stairs to nowhere. Awfully suspicious. But I suppose, you know. Sometimes there's stairs to nowhere in this twisted world, now that nobody can smile. I keep harping on that detail of the manual. Something very funny about the fact that they explicitly highlight the idea of nobody smiling anymore. The door up there, there's a door here. It's 2 a.m. and time for the monsters to awaken. Buddy, don't I know it. We all got that one guy in the group chat. Awakening the monsters at 2 a.m. Oh, it's egg bugs, guys. Look at these guys. They're bouncing up a storm, dropping egg on me. Okay, I have enough to recover, which is nice. Oh, too many egg. These guys belong on the Mega Drive. We're inventing new kinds of wriggling and wiggling. Guy. Oh, awesome. 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 What can I say? But wow. Sometimes a player just has to sit back and say, wow. Oh. Cool. Oh, rope. Gary. From this point, you can't go on without crossbow. Oh, crossbow I'm still missing. Oh, this guy's crazy. Can I bump on you? I can. I suppose I should find a crossbow then, shouldn't I? And, like, you know, of course there's some crypticness to some of the hints, but for a game of this vintage, some of these hints are shockingly straightforward. You need this to go here. I need the grappling to continue past Lapis. Is this Lapis? I'm gonna peek at the manual. I forget where Lapis, what Lapis be. I believe this is Lapis. We are in Lapis. But I also feel like sometimes they use grappling to mean all sorts of stuff. Oh, we can descend. That's scary. Hello, Kayvon. I would, yes. It is certainly of a vintage. So, it would depend on if you have a taste for this kind of somewhat cryptic explory game. But if you do, if it sounds up your alley, I'd say 15 euros is a steal of a deal. I myself got it for, I want to say 20 or 30 of Canadian money. And I played it, like, sight unseen, and even drew my own map to try and figure it out. And I failed to actually complete it, but I did have fun. I would say yeah, this game is pretty cool. If you can handle a little bit of jank in your coffee in the morning. Oh, right, I shouldn't waste my mind. You've recently completed Zelda 1, but you've used an online map. Well, I mean, that's also valid. It is... like, there's a truncated version of a map in the manual. So you are definitely expected to have some degree of knowledge going in. So, you know, looking up a map is not a bad call at all. Well, now what? Can't go that way until we find the crossbow. My tone is 307. That's so high. I will say, this is a game that has infinite continues. You die, but then you press start and you're right back to where you were. You only have 3 of your health, but your max health, your stats, and where you are, like, I think it's like the last door you entered, ish. You know, it's surprisingly generous in that regard for a game of this vintage. Let's see if I can... There we go. Yay. Is this anything? Hi. Huh. Do you have the God's coat of arms yet? Nope. Wish I did, but I don't. And up here is just gonna be a dead end, right? Oh no, not even. We could have just walked here long ways. If we were so inclined. Doodly 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 doo. Now I know there's some pulley situation down here that we can also travel across. You, sir. Although this might just be... It's a little finicky to get on the pulley, isn't it? But... Oh yeah, that's another pulley that's just kind of pointless, isn't it? They're tricking me. What are you? Oh, no, that isn't a pulley that's pointless. That pulley take us here. Another new place where the egg bugs are bouncing. Egg bird, I mean. Why, indeed. If you are willing to ask this or answer. Oh, rygar, be careful. I appreciate that the eggs don't hatch into more beasts, you know? Mega Man's got me thinking, oh, I gotta kill these eggs instantly. Oh, fuck my life. It's fine. Yay. Ouch! Rygar's most perilous journey yet. It does feel very Tetris. It's, yeah, the blocks are nearing the top of the screen. It's the panic theme for when you fight against Rygar in Tetris 3. Oh, help! Oh, too many of them. Ugh. Oh, I want it so... No! They won't leave me alone. They won't let Rygar live. No matter how hard he tries. No. Be nice. Navigating those little pulley sections without taking damage is a real nasty bit of business. Ouch! Come on, Rygar. Get your shit together. How can I get through there without taking damage, I wonder? But I don't think I can attack while I'm on the pulley.
Pleased to meet you. Here's our burger feature.
That's exactly right. This is our burger feature, and welcome to it. Oh, much help. Here's our Rygar feature. Okay. Progress. Now we into cave. Now I sure do forget how this layout is. Ooh, banger alert. Hello? Oh, yay! How nice. I love to rest my strength. I'm surprised at how quiet this game is. Anybody else? I'm gonna crank this shit up all the way. Do-do-do-do. Now here. Continue straight in the top cave to see the sunset. I love to see the sunset, I suppose. Is that referring to, like, the start of the... Like, going straight in the top cave will take me back to where the game started? That area? With its iconic sunset? I wonder. Oh, this is nothing. Is he asking me out, you know? Is it Yowie? Anybody ship Rygar and Yes, the aesthetic legendaries who give him hints. You can go no further. You must go back the way you came. Fair enough.
Wow! Incredible!
Ah! Thank you for gifting a sub to Website Eve. Enjoy your River Devil and other such valuable emotions. As always, thank you for the continued support. I'm just a silly little creature playing a game or two. That tickles my fancy. On the website. And it chuffs me proper that people like to show up. Oops. Take a sip of water, why don't I? I've got full mind. I can give myself a full heal whenever I want. As long as I remember to do it. Do 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 do. This seems like a trap. This seems like I'll fall down and have no way to get back up. Rygar feature for the stream. Well, listen. It took a lot of preparation. It took a lot of the right people had to talk to the right people. But at the end of the day, we got there. The sunset. Hey, that is the sunset. I don't know if we're done in Worm Cave, though. I guess this is theme of Sunset. Also, hi, Maple. Maple Milk. Welcome to Rygar Sunday. Oh, this also goes to Cave World. I see. It's like this. Ba 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 ba. We on Sundays we are gar rygar. We wear gar rygar. That's our when people say their Sunday best, that's usually what they're talking about. Talking about wearing rygar. I'm gonna go ahead and recover. You never know when something's gonna deal 1 million health damage. Oh. Having fun with Rygar and his disc. His super disc. Hyper disc. He is sort of like the coolest guy in Rygar. Got 8 pips of health to his name. So cool, awesome. So cool, awesome. Ah. It's a spider! Ah! Who needs Hollow Knight? I got all the bug combat I need right here. Wow! We killed him quite quickly. I'm Indora, I'll give you this crossbow. Yay! Yay! Help! Help! I want to go to the left. They won't let me go to the left. There we go. Well, with that, we can theoretically continue to progress in the world of clouds. You can see the Palace of Dorago above this island. Can I? Interesting. Oh, there we go. Now, what the heck is this? This I genuinely do not remember what it might be. Cool music in here. Whoa, awesome guy alert. Well done, but you will face more difficult challenges. I expected nothing less. I'm kind of all about facing difficult challenges. Defeating Rygar will again return peace to Argul. True. Is this? This must be the final dungeon? Surely I can't complete it yet. I've only gotten 2 out of the 5 honey treasures. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Let me glance at this manual. His death is very unceremonious. Got to admit. Okay, this is the Palace of Durago. This is not any kind of final dungeon. You've been to the Den of Sigilla and gotten the crossbow. You've been to Aruga to get the wind pulley. You could continue to persist here. I think we can continue. Let's see. What's the worst that could happen? If we end up meeting a perilous fate, we can always just turn back around and maybe head to Lapis. You know? Is there anything down here of note? Nope. It's scary. Those guys don't die in one hit. That's how you know they're a bit of a threat. See what's over here. I do not have the God's Coat of Arms yet. I'm told I get that over in Cloud's World. I'm guessing if I have the God's Coat of Arms, he'll give me healthy. I'm not guessing. I know that because the manual said so. I'm not gonna act like I'm some kind of rygar savant. Okay, we can cross, or we can enter here. What in here? Stuff. Let's cross. Ah! Your quest is half completed. Fight on! Hey, that's pretty good. If true. It's a hard mode Shinobi walkthrough. It's very determined, you could say. These guys are persistent, aren't they? There's something down there. Is this just gonna loop back to where I was? That looks that looks awfully final. Who have we here? Whoa! Awesome floor. Love your love your 3 dragons. Yay! You can use Endora's suit of armor for protection. Yay! Wow. Look at that. We only got... Are we really only missing one thingy? Is that true? No, we need 2 more things, I think. We need the coat of arms from Lapis, and we need the Flute of Pegasus from the Tower of Garba. I don't know where the Flute of Pegasus is gonna fit. Maybe it goes in this thingy where we haven't actually gotten anything that fits there yet. It would be fucked up. And I'm tired of acting like it wouldn't be. So I guess we can head back to Lapis. Might as well while we're in the neighborhood. Da da da, deedly 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 deedly. Ba 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 ba. Rygar is our hero. He was born in the sacred land of Argul. He will save everyone and restore all the smiles. Yay. Wait, no, this isn't Lapis. This is Worm Cave. Lapis is all the way over on the right. Ha 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 ha. Tum-ta-tum. Again, for those just starting today, I am not starting from zero. This is one of those games where exploring and figuring out what the heck you're supposed to do is what ends up taking the most time, but when you actually know where you're going, that ends up cutting out a significant chunk of the gamer's trials. Now, where was there's a restorative man around here somewhere. Is it you? Yes, thank you. So yeah, we're at the point now where I don't really know. I mean, I know where I'm going due to having looked at the map, and like I vaguely know whatever's beyond Lapis, I don't really know, and whatever's beyond the Tower of Garba, I also don't know. And what the final dungeon looks like, I also do not know. So we will find out. You will experience the Rygar trials, the trial guards together. And I'll go, whoa, look at this guy. Whoa, look at that guy. Reamer reacts to Rygar. Huh? Oh, yes, that's right. We need to continue scooting. Wah, 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 wah. Nice. Happy to have that. From this point, you can. It is funny that there's, like, you know, oh, it's an early Metroidvania. There's some non-linearity, but all the abilities you get to progress are just variations on using a rope to traverse or climb a pit. They had one idea, and you know what? It's not a bad idea at all. Oh ho ho. Well, let's look in this door before we go down.
Oh, please!
Absolutely, Tikal. Whatever you need. Fight, fight, fight! Yeah! Fuck yeah! Absolutely. Rygar needed to hear this. Everybody's rooting for you, Rygar. All the legendaries, all the aesthetics. Ganbate! Okay, thanks for stopping by. Legendary aesthetics rock. Is it aesthetic or aesthetic? Is the C hard? Oh, fuck! Wait, is this actually a sick defensive maneuver of mine? I'm actually the gamer genius, and not the person who panicked and crouched. There's so many of you! Wow, hi! A Tango, customize your dad. We're playing Rygar. Happy Sunday. Robots are descending upon us, and I'm a little scared. Please go down from here. Lapis awaits you. Aesthetics. I see. Oh ho ho! Hello. Green. Thank you for believing in little old me. The huge guy from that samurai game. The way I said it, but I said it two ways. I said, is it ascetic or aesthetic? I'm guessing you mean ascetic because that's the way I've been mostly saying it. The first C is silent. Yeah, okay, thank you. Oh, Kinsaden. Whoa, check this guy out. Oh, he does a lot of damage. I think they did have a similar large monk man in a room. That rings a bell. Wow, we did it. Oh, great warrior! Oh, great, win this cadence. Oh, great, as in, like, o'clock of the great. I'll also give you a coat of arms. Yay. Alright, I guess we're heading back to Grand Mountain. But yeah, this game is all about large monk men in rooms giving you hints and feats and treasures. My theory is that it's meant to be forced perspective, like the monks, like the aesthetics are in the foreground, and that's why they appear huge. But it is also fun to imagine that they just are that big. Yeah, the boss's appendage did disappear when we unpaused. Remember when the first boss just exited? That was awesome. That was really cool when that happened. Not here, not yet. He went to watch the race. He sought a peaceful life. I've got 5 awesome objects at my disposal. Okay. We're back here! Wow! Oh my golly. Oh, I can't. Right, yes. I need to climb up here. If you dare approach Garba, found atop this mountain, I dare. Interesting that exiting the door put me down here instead of next to the door. Ba 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 ba. Spooky. Oh, I've earned the coat of arms. It's true, and now I have an extra energy pot, which I can use. I forget what this does. I'm assuming it is a heal, though. Okay. Wow, my numbers are crazy. 14,000 tone and 15,000 last. Let me guess, I need the crossbow? Thought so. Oh, the beautiful, majestic purple mountains. Oh, egg. They kind of got some clown Joker makeup on, these birds of egg. Ba 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 ba. Oh. It's ominous here in the tower. Oh. Fuck! Oh no. That's not good. Well, at least I keep the medicine that I collected after I continue. That kind of mitigates some of the need to grind out some health. Oh, and this guy even stayed dead. Wow! I assumed I would have to bop him again. I like that he's fundamentally the same as the boss. Like, this is... like, you know, the classic bit of, oh, the first boss you fight becomes a normal enemy later in the game. How fucked up is that? But we're stronger now. I like the additional bit of, it's not actually the same boss. It's a snail guy. It's a snail slugman instead of a funny turtle panther thing. Oh, hello! Oh, these are the famous tanks. Remarkable guy. Oh man, they're kicking, Oh, and this guy's here and he doesn't even get, like, silenced. Killed me. Killed me. Ouch! Now the question is, will all of those foes stay dead? Do I have an opportunity to get back to the boss room without, incurring too much damage, or do I have to go get another medicine from Mr. Big, Bald, and Beautiful? You raise an absolutely valuable point. If you want a snail to be less slimy, you need to look at them. You need to take a good long look in the mirror. You got to accept the slime in your heart, okay? Yay! Play this instrument atop the Tower of Lyle. Yay! I can play this instrument atop the Tower of Lyle! Which I'm assuming is our final destination? The castle above the castle we were barred from previously? I'll double check with the manual quick. It is said that in a mysterious island in Garloz, there is a place where a Drago is roaring. The room is called Drago Room. Remember this hint. It could save your life. That last sentence was me editorializing. The rest of that was verbatim from the manual. We're gonna take a little break before we pursue what I presume is the final ordeal. Yeah, Tower of Lyle is not a place that appears on the map, interestingly. But yeah, scary. But that's a fear for after a little melon bread break, okay? Our tone is 1968, our last is 1990, and our mind is melon bread. Would you attend a house show at the top of the Tower of Garba? How about the Tower of Lyle? I feel like a dungeon or a cave is a more appropriate setting for... Excuse me. For some kind of housed show. Wow! Rygar is so cool. He can cling anytime, anywhere. You know, we'll see how this final dungeon goes. If it ends up being a breeze, we can spend a bit of time looking at the arcade version. Assuming I have it in MAME. I assume it's in MAME, but I'll have to double check. That said, if this ends up being a shorter stream, that's fine. Final Fantasy IV was like... We did have a 6-hour stream last Friday, so I'm not necessarily looking to overextend, push the envelope, go crazy. Oh. It is such a funny thing that you can't fall down from top screen to bottom screen. You have to climb. If you fall down, you die. Like in a sense, that's a commitment to realism. It's just funny. Do 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 do. They're calling me transgender and transgressive. I say all kinds of stuff. And nobody can stop me. They're not gonna silence me on this one. Never mind the fact that I forgot immediately what I was talking about. That's just a mark of true transgression. What? Oh, a rest to regain my strength. Thank you. Rygar is cool. Rygar play for fun on NES, Famicom, or another platform. It can be played on your Wii U or the Virtual Console. I assume Rygar came out on Virtual Console. I assume it's available on Switch Online. But that could indeed be bullshit. Super Mario RPG, Sonic the Hedgehog, Donkey Kong 3, Adventures of Lolo 1 and 2, King's Knight, Dig Dug, Shoe Man Fu, Harvest Moon, Puzzle Pokemon, Toe Jam and Erlen, Planet on Funkotron, Castlevania, Fuck, what comes after Castlevania in the song? For some reason, I feel like I have a Castlevania Fatal Fury, Ninja Jatu Marukan, Tech Razor Blazing Lasers, Bases Loaded, Super Turrican. For some reason, I have a feeling that they might have mentioned Rygar in the Update Day song, but that might not be true. Something, something, something. Thing Dynastic Hero. Bubble, Bobble, Double Dribble, Double Dragon F-Zero. Razor Blazing Lasers, Bases Loaded Super Turrican. What comes between Super Turrican and Dynastic Hero? Because it ends with F-Zero X, Donkey Kong Jr. Math, Ninja Gaiden 1, Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden 3, Cruising USA. Rygar would have to be there, but I don't think they mention Rygar, do they? Ah, well. Cybernator Rolling Thunder. Thank you. Yes, that's true. Cybernator Rolling Thunder. They don't mention Rygar. Again, that doesn't disprove that Rygar was not ever released on the Virtual Console. The Update Day song is not exhaustive. Just patchy. Alright, here we are once more. Nice. So a friend. Nice to meet. Yep. Guys of Rolsa Floating Castle. I've heard that one before. That's exactly where I'm headed. There it is, the floating castle. You must meet 5 Endoras to reach the castle. Have I not done this? Do I perhaps have to... Perhaps this is the opportunity to... Aha! Cool! Cool door. Oh. Ooh, it's ominous here. Can we do it? Can it be done? Cool final area. Love a floating castle in the sky. Yeah, he's kind of hustling, isn't he? He's kind of on his way to man coverage, you know? Turrican mentioned, true. Turrican J2ME, I can always rely on 2 spaces ST to mention a J2ME version. Hi, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're chilling on a Sunday. We are approaching the end of Rygar, I think. Yeah, Rygar could make an impressive stand on an offensive line, or even a defensive line, for sure, for sure. And coming in from our Google, the center of the defense is Rygar. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing from this kid. Fresh Shadow. Oh, Shadow Guy. This guy looks awesome. Wow. I love this. Really awesome effect. Ah. Ooh, the paths, they branch. Well, let's start with south. The waterfall. Oh, I love the mouth the waterfall is coming out of. Oh, yay! I love to earn the coat of arms. I'm assuming since I already had one, that just gets dropped on the ground. You know, everyone says the Colts paid a little too much for Rygar back in the day, but he really was as much of a leader off the field as he was on it. Did a ton in the spirit of the locker room after an ugly few years. Restored all the smiles to Argul, that's right. That's the kind of thing that doesn't appear in the stat sheet. I love the way loading zones sometimes just don't, like, they're too small or too big. People couldn't get enough of how he threw ropes everywhere. Use them to traverse all kinds of pits, all kinds. You think you've seen it all here in the National Football League, but every day is full of surprises and Rygar's on your team. Oh. The perspective on... There's a lot of very funny perspective stuff going on in this game. That's for sure. Ugh. Yay! Also interesting that this is the first time we're getting, like, Zelda-esque. Like, we're panning to the next room instead of, just warping there, you know? I see. Pausing seemed to have... Okay, we're back. Ugh. He makes an awesome noise. He's really cool. But he did kill me. I see. There's one more path we didn't check. I would like to check it just in case there's something really awesome there. And also, oh, I can't go back. How interesting. Isn't that interesting, everybody? Oh, I can. By just dying outside. He's using so many channels to roar. That's what they meant by taking away smiles, because music makes you lose control. By which I mean smile. Alright, we've got our work cut out for us, don't we? Fascinating that we can't go back from there. We're kind of stuck there. And finals work. That's fine though. This dungeon ain't so bad. Wow. He died with a placeholder square on top of him. Scary. Quite a long walk up with nothing to get back to where we were, though, eh? This dungeon might be a bit of an ordeal. We'll see, though. I'm sure it'll be fine. If we just get back to that final boss room, don't pause so that the heads don't vanish from the site. Ugh. Even grind out even more strength and tone and all that. What's our shit at now? Look at that! 35,000 last and 27,000 tone. Crazy ass number. Like, worst case scenario, we could grind out here until those numbers are even crazier. Alright, the splitting path. I died. When I die here, I get that funny little rectangle. How fascinating. Get comfortable, everyone. know my ass is getting as comfortable as I can. Ah. Wow, our energy is at maximum. All 12 pips, right there on the screen. Fuck. No, no, no. Oh, this just straight up is a dead end. Awesome. Funny. The Pipful Gamer. Well, let's treat ourselves to some medicine. Ah! I died. Before I could treat myself to some medicine, of course. The Apple Pippin. The Scotty Pippin. Seems to free his mind at night. Ugh, yawn. So I was looking up. So there's a version 1.0 and a version 1.1. This game got a revision released apparently. I was looking up if there's any differences in those versions, and I couldn't find anything. I did, however, find that the European version apparently fucks up and caps your numbers far sooner than they should be capped. And as a result, the end of the game is so significantly harder. So, you know, I'm just glad we're not playing the European version. Yay! Okay, survive, Rygar. Ah. Nice. Yay! He heals me and give me medicine. Thank you. Alrighty. Ah. Alright, are there any other... I think there's a few... There's another room with some foes in it before we reach our boss man. It's awesome that that two of them on screen makes them shoot so many bullets that the game can't handle it. This is the power of the NES. This is the power of Rygar. Single pip. Wow. I took more damage here than I would have liked to. That's for sure. But nothing to it but to do it. Alright. Rygar, you're lying to everybody. I would have liked to take no damage, ideally. Like, that's the ideal, optimal situation, of course. You know, I'm not naive. I understand. Yes! Yay! The door to peace. Rainbow! Dove!
Wonderful!
That was not as much of an ordeal as I thought it was going to be honest with you. I know I have some familiarity with the game, but I thought taking off the cobwebs was going to be a much more arduous problem. Get your smiles primed, everybody! Get smiling. Like, that only took a couple hours. 2 hours. Thank you for the GG. Hello, Danny. Rygar defeated. Rygar freed. Peace in Argul forever and ever. The beautiful Valley of Garbaz. You're free to smile once more.
Yes, God dwells here.
We refer to them as legendaries, but yes.
The somersault can be used to defeat enemies, break wooden containers, and get through tight spaces.
That's true. Rygar wouldn't have made it without tips like this helping him along. I love to... I like to imagine one of the aesthetics saying something along those lines. Is this... Are we not getting credits? Is the ending just this? Oh, we pressed start. Okay. The door of peace was opened, and peace did again come to our ghoul. People regained their smiling faces! The warrior who finished his fight returned to Argus. The warrior of Argus, you are really a true hero! End! Yay! Smiles restored! Okay, I think we are stuck on this screen, though. Yeah, this is we would reset the console at this point, I presume. Hooray! That's Rygar, everybody. But you know what? It's been a short stream. Why don't we take a peek? Why don't we take a little peeky peek at the original arcade version? Not a complete and total playthrough, of course, but just a little look at where Rygar got his humble start. Soon as I find Mame. Oh, Mame. Here you are. Again, I'm pleasantly surprised by that. I mean, you know, of course, I will take it. Don't get it twisted. I'm happy to have a game completed in a reasonable time frame. I'm happy to have a relatively shorter stream. But, you know, you never know. You just never know, do you? Okay. Can I capture Mame? Yes, I can. We will not play Parodius today. We will play Rygar. Is Rygar here? US set 1? I hate that I beat Rygar. My biggest mistake yet. Wow, awesome RAM check screen. Legendary Warrior Rygar. Look at the little Rygar icons in the corner. They're cute. There he is. Recognize any of your favorite animal men wriggling eerily? Oh, loud. Let's turn that down just a scooch. Let's see how far that gets us. 4.5 billion years ago have passed since Earth's creation. Many dominators have ruled in all their glory, but time was their greatest enemy and it defeated their reign, and now a new divinity begins. Oh, we say ha. Oh, we can even do a little spin-a-rooney. E. Oh. So yeah. Oh, we die in one hit. Yuck. Oh man, it's one of those. I see. Don't know what any of these power-ups do. I like the little mini-map we have in the corner. Ouch! Oh, death carries us off! Scary! The numbers are made of numbers, though. The continue numbers are made of numbers, you've got to admit. So yeah, it's much more... Oh! Oh, cool! I forgot that is something that happens. Repulse bonus! I did pick up Staryu. I like this guy. I like hugging this, dragon jar to progress. Yeah, it's normal for rygar. Wow. What'd that mean? So, you know, the graphics are obviously much better than the NES version. We can have multiple enemies on the screen without everything slowing down to a crawl. Oh, that guy transformed. That's kind of cool. Ah, these guys, these guys kill me. Ah! Never give up. Whoa, this guy's also pretty cool. These two guys. I do love the phrasing of repulse bonus. Oh. Oh, and we can still bounce on the top of foes and their funny little heads. I don't like how our disc doesn't go through stuff. So we can only strike one foe at a time, it seems. I don't mind it, to be honest. I think it's a little brainless. For sure. But it's also, you know, sometimes that's just what the doctor ordered. Ouch. Oh. Wow. Cool Academy Award statuette. I also like that we face the camera when we're getting awarded our bonus points. Eee. Now what was Rygar to do there? Oh, it's the iconic sunset from Rygar. Oh, big guy. Will the big guy still be there if I continue? Nope. Yeah, it's a little unremarkable, certainly. Definitely my favorite part of it is these things. Him hugging those and then turning through them. Wah! I've spent my week's salary at the Rygar cabinet and I intend to get my money's worth. this guy. Oh, climbing. Ah, don't lick me like this. Oh! Whoa! Rygar's awesome wiggle. Okay. Yeah, I think the thing you always hear is that it's just kind of like... The fact that they ported this, I mean, you know, like... Rygar NES is just such a different game. You can see the elements of it here. You know, being a guy who uses the disc, some of the enemies, some of the level art. Climbing a rope sometimes. It's just interesting the way they recontextualize so much of it to make it an explore 'em up. Wah. Cool skulls. Wah. Alright, I think I've seen all I need to see out of Arcade Rygar. Pretty neat. But it's the NES version. I think that's going to do it for us today. Like I said, we had a long stream Friday, so I'm happy to have a shorter one today. Let me go ahead and find some precious sweetie to send y'all towards. Krungo Kong is playing Killer 7. That sounds cool. That sounds neat. Sounds like a tasty treat. Why don't I send y'all over there? I'm not sending you to the Ghost Realm. I'm just sending you over to Krungo Kong. Thanks everybody for hanging out and watching me play Rygar today. Plans for the remaining week. Tuesday we will continue through Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. And Friday we will start up The Legend of Zelda, The Minish Cap. I ain't never played very much of it before. I want to be small. Make me small again, as they say. Oh, the music make it Ghost. I see, of course. Minish, it's true. Say Vygar to Rygar. I'm happy to have beaten Rygar. I know I'm happy to know that it's an eminently beatable game. But yeah, everybody go be nice to Krungo Kong. Or be mean to Krungo Kong. Have a good rest of your weekend. Take it easy. I will see you on Tuesday for Soma Cruise Day. And yeah. Again, thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the chatting. And have yourselves a restful evening. I say restful evening, but I'm sending you towards a very stressful game. But that's fine. Relax with Killer 7. Bye!